I grew up in the world of metal and punk, in which I still do love. I do feel the need to finally see what the rest of the world has to offer. My name is Aaron, and I grew up as a metalhead. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope that you're excited. We are moving on to, what's the name? Loser Lover. That's right. Terrible memory. But, yeah, here it is. This is how it used to be. And I grew up as a metalhead, and that included things like Judas Priest and Black Sabbath and Deicide and Napalm Death. And I never really had much high opinions for. And that is exactly why I made the intro that I have, because of the fact of the matter is that I'm a very long-winded person. And if you saw from the other video, that is the orb that I was talking about that I could never hide. And I remember people would be like, especially from Super Junior, you know, if you're an elf, this will explain some stuff. If the video got to the end and I had to stop it, then I had to make a whole nother video to put into it, and I didn't have anything to edit it with. So if I got to the end and something else popped up that I didn't want to, I was SOL. And that's why. If you ever wondered, and you're an elf and you remember me watching like some of their newer songs, I would stop it right before the fun thing would happen. That's why. Anyway, so here we are, Loser Lover, or Loser equals Lover. I'm not actually sure. I think it's just Loser Lover. But let's check it out for the first time in over a year. I haven't heard this song. Let's listen. Oh, Volvo. Okay, anyway, so let's check it out. What are those jeans? That's wild. Are those jutes?
차를 타고 달아나고 있어 빌어먹을 세상 맘마 네 손을 잡은 내 손 상처뿐이지만 It doesn't matter when I'm with you 이길 수 없던 fighting, bleeding, losing 이젠 지쳐서 가질 수 없다면 I fucking keep it low Crying, crying, crying 이젠 집어쳐 Love you, love you, love you No matter what I still run 미친 내 그게 웃어줘 눈물은 이제 goodbye Jump to sleep 칠 때 뒤돌아보지 마 그 손엔 honeybees I'm a loser I'm a loser I'm a loser Lover with a dollar sign is a loser I'm a lover I'm a lover Lover with a dollar sign is a loser 언젠가 슬라치기만 했었던 나도 내 구원이었어 벼랑 끝에서 나의 빛이 나를 이끌어 Making me win us 밑바닥에서 falling, fighting, bleeding 이젠 지쳤어 거절하겠다면 I fucking take it all Crying, crying, crying 이젠 집어쳐 Love you, love you, love you No matter what I still run 미친 듯 크게 웃어줘 향해 flying 안간힘 써봐도 추락해 너와 함께라면 수락도 아름다워 하늘의 반대편 No keep going 나 가라앉아 이제 서로를 안아줬으면 해 내 어설픔이 안 끝날 때쯤엔 모두가 날 비웃어도 I don't care 가라앉고 싶어 너의 바다에 I said right 이제 내 크게 웃어줘 눈물은 이제 goodbye Jump to sweet run 절대 뒤돌아보지 마 그 손엔 honey bees I'm a loser I'm a loser I'm a loser Lover with a dollar sign is a loser I'm a lover I'm a lover Lover with a dollar sign is a loser
You know, one thing that I have absolutely appreciated about really doing this channel, first and foremost, is that at the time when I first started this channel, I was way out of the music game. Sure, I still listen to like a lot of that stuff that I talked about, but in reality, the practice and like the dedication needed to kind of like pick apart some of these songs that I had been doing for that full year was very dormant. I just know that if it was a song that I liked, it was a song that I liked, and if it was a song that I didn't like, then it was crap kind of thing. And I just find it interesting because of just how time has changed and life has changed. And, you know, honestly, still, like, I still think back to the music that I listened to at the time that, the funny thing is I listed groups like Diacide and things like that, and honestly, that was pretty mild compared to what I was actually kind of listening to at the time. Oh, man, there was a lot of raw, black, true cult metal. And, I just thought it was so interesting because I wasn't really trying to ever think about songs critically until, things started to kind of get pointed out. Things would come up in the song that I was like, oh, that is kind of interesting. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I do like that. And I think the one thing that I would say about this compared to back then is that I was very blind to the emotional aspect of a lot of these songs. It took all the way up, and I know this is going to probably not be everyone's favorite thing to hear, but the very first song that I really truly got that I realized like, oh, this can be emotional was a song called Last Scene. And that was actually the first time I ever really choked up on this channel. And I realized at that point that there was more. And that was kind of what truly, because sure, I did some critiquing and stuff like that, but truly that was kind of the moment where I realized that this could be emotional. And coming back to it now, and someone who was very much an emo kid back in the day, and I've shown that off multiple times with my many, many records of Seether and My Chemical Romance and other stuff. This kind of stuff appeals to me very hard. And, I think the one thing that I do have to say that I like about it, though, is that I don't feel like that this is, like, typical emo or, like, anything like that, because I think they've actually added on to it, because, sure, I will say that, like, the chorus feels kind of like stuff that I would listen to. And then we get this right here, which is right here.
from this highway 펼친 저 부러진 날개 영원을 향해 flying 안간힘 써봐 도출하게 너와 함께라면 수락도 아름다워 하늘의 반대편 No keep going 나 가라앉아 그저 서로를 안아줬으면 해 내 어설픈
I actually remember when I first listened to this, I was like, ugh, they put rap in emo music. How dare they? But, you know, in reality, it makes sense because this is a new form. And, of course, when there's something new or there's something modern, there has to be modern adaptations. And that is to have the addition of what is popular. And, of course, we all know that, you know, it's kind of silly to say that probably the most popular genre of music in the world is rap.
하늘의 반대편 No keep going 나 가라앉아 그저 서로를 안아줬으면 해 내 어설픈 비행 끝날 때쯤엔 모두가 날 비웃어도 I don't care 가라앉고 싶어 너의 바다에 I said right 미친 내 크게 웃었죠 눈물은 이제 goodbye Jump to free run 절대 뒤돌아보지 마
Oh, it's just such a good anthem, though. It really is. There's a lot of feelings and stuff like that that comes back when I listen to this kind of music. You know, I think one of the most popular songs was, I remember when American Pie was popular. I'm going to date myself. And Wheatus' song, I'm Just a Teenage Scumbag, came out. And this song was kind of like an anthem as well. And the funny thing is like, I've been trying to dissect why songs like this song, Loser Lover, appeals to me so much. And honestly, I think after 20 years, I think I finally have found the answer. So, what is it exactly? I don't know what it is, but there's a couple things. First and foremost, I have always been one of those people that when my back is up against the wall, I become extremely motivated. And when I see, and this is kind of weird too, this is something that only happens when I really truly think about music and, you know, groups that make me feel. And this is kind of a weird thing. When I get sad or depressed, for some reason, it actually usually motivates me rather than just like make me feel like that I don't want to do anything. I almost get put into hyperdrive and be like, there's a part of me that's just like, well, I'll show you. And that's kind of where I think that this kind of comes from, because I think that it kind of is just this, and they kind of show it in this, where there's just this burst of energy or emotion that comes out, right? And so the next thing that kind of makes me think of, actually, in general, is just the fact that it's the underdog story that I kind of brought up when I listened to BTS. It makes me feel like I'm the underdog when like things are going wrong and like I'm trying so hard and nothing is working. And then there's like the other component of just like, well, I want what someone else has, you know, and the only way that I realize that I can get to it is by working hard. So it's a really strangely motivating thing for me. And so when I listen to this song, I just think back about all those times that I remember sitting in junior high and high school and trying so hard to make new friends or like try and find someone to date. And I tried so hard and it just kept motivating me more and more. And I just remember a couple of my best friends, they always had friends, and you know, they were always dating somebody, and or if not, they would always have people that were waiting on them that wanted to date them, and like they didn't want to date them back. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, why do I have to have this? And so like I get the whole feeling of like I'm, loser equals lover kind of thing, because that was me. And so I really relate to that, because now, at the same time, I just feel motivated to keep moving forward. And it's a really roundabout way to say that this just motivates me, but I kind of always, when I do this kind of stuff, I always just kind of hope that it makes sense, first and foremost. Secondly, that it kind of gives you some background as to why sometimes I like certain things or certain groups. And I think, interestingly enough, I have to say for TXT that they do pull something out of me in the sense of like feeling emotions, and they do that fairly well. There's a lot of times where I will go back after I turned off the camera and just listen to kind of some of these songs afterwards, and just truly sit there and let myself marinate and kind of digest what else has kind of been going on. And it's therapeutic. And I think the idea that we're this far into the channel and we've come back to these songs, it makes me grateful, and it makes me understand more or less after all this time what truly makes this group so special. And this group will always have a special place in my heart. And yeah, it's something that I wish I could put into better words, but unfortunately words escape the mind of how I truly want to process it. So if we want to discuss this down in the comments below, we can. Like I said, I'm an open book. I actually don't have any problem discussing myself or like my personal stuff. It's already out there. I always think that there's people that know, so I might as well just be wide open with it. So anyway, or we can just discuss the song. I think the song is brilliant. Like, yeah, I think this is probably up there for me with like Frost for sure. It gives me some old school vibes of what I used to listen to. So anyway, thank you all so much for hearing my ramblings. We'll see you for the next one. Thank you.